founder and chief editor of networkandbusiness.com.
I know you won't believe me, but I'm not from Belgium. I know. It's hard to say. So, all of you come here to be inspired, to find out new tools, to know what to do. So, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to tell you how things are going to be in the near future. But not because I want to scare you. It's because I want to let you know things are going to come, as probably as you heard before, winter is coming, right? And that kind of things are really happening in real life. So, I'm not going to talk about myself, but I'm going to talk about you. First thing, you need to imagine your business, your project, your dream. Once you have it, now put it into a puppy. And it's a beautiful puppy. And put it here, please, everyone. Now that you have the puppy here, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to kill it. Why? Because there are many things that not many people tells you until you get some experience. I'm an entrepreneur since 2008. I have screwed 3 companies in a row. I have another one, hope not. But what I'm going to ask you is, why am I killing your puppy right now? I'm killing your puppy because what I need you to ask yourself is, with the dream that you have, with the business idea that you have, with the path, career that you want to follow, I want you to ask you this, just one question. How my idea, or why my idea, will not work? Why? Why I want to ask you this? Because once you have the answer at the end of the day, or in a week, or whatever you want to think about it, then you're going to find out what are the challenges that you're going to face. If you have the challenges, and you know what are the challenges, then you know how to prepare. You know what you need. Some people are going to say, this project of mine is not going to work because I'm not a technical guy. Okay. If you're not a technical guy, and you know that you're going to fail because of that, what can you do? And you need to be prepared. And the best example for this kind of explanation is, imagine that you want to be a fireman. And I asked 3 persons in the row, they wanted to be a fireman, and I asked them, why you want to be a fireman? The first one told me, I want to be a fireman because I love to help people. That's my passion, I really like it. Okay, that's cool. I asked the second one, and he said, because I'm a hero, and I want the people knows that I'm a hero. And then the third one, I asked him, what are you doing here? And he said, you know what? I hear that at the end of the year, they make a sexy calendar, and I want to be there. Okay, that's cool. In the second day of training of the firemen, the building next to the, how do you call the place where the firemen are in training? Fire station, okay. Next to the fire station, just get born. And all the flames are getting out of the window, and you can feel all that. And then I asked again, these 3 guys, who is going to jump into the building to save an old lady that is in the top of the building? And the first one told me, I love to help people, but there's many people outside the building that needs help, so I want to help them. I asked the second one, so it's your time to be a hero, I'm just going to wait that cameraman comes and TV shows, then I do something. And the third one just take off the shirt and put the hose and, with water and start to listen. Okay, but what's the point? What's the point? The point is that if you want to be a fireman, you don't want to help people. You don't want to be a hero. You don't want to, be in the calendar. Well, maybe yes. But the main reason that you want to be a fireman is because you're crazy. You know that you're crazy and you're going to risk your life and you love it. And because you love it, because you know that all this is in order to help someone. see the difference? You want to be entrepreneurs. You want to be professionals. You want to be whatever you want to be, unicorns or whatever. But you need to know that in the stage from point A to point B, you're gonna get bored. And if you don't get bored, then you're not doing good. If you don't get a lot of cash, you're not making good. If you don't make your friends to tell you what you're doing, then you are bad. Next thing that you need to know as an entrepreneur is that if many people tell you that you're doing great, your idea is awesome, my God, that's the best idea ever known, then you're suck. Yeah, that's for sure. That sucks. Because if you tell me everyone is telling you the good thing and give you hugs and yeah, pushing there, because they don't see the problems. You need to see the problems. You need to know that problems are going to come. But I don't, once again, it's not my point to discourage you. My point is for you to know that things are going to get really bad. I screwed 3 companies. And for the 3 companies, well, I screwed different things in each company. My first company was an English academy. I was 19 years old, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna place my small company, small thing, one block ahead of a big English academy. So you see that movie because I feel like I can beat that guy. That was so stupid. I mean, how are you gonna to be placing your selling hamburgers next to McDonald's? I mean, that could be a smart move in a way, but if you don't know that you're doing something better than McDonald's, then you're gonna be big time. And the second company there, and I screwed that company because it was so close. The second company that I screwed was because I let people tell me what to do instead of taking responsibility of what I'm supposed to be doing. When people that loves you, like your dad, your mom, your friends, your girlfriend, or whatever, that tells you, you know, you should do this and that, and you do it just because because you like them, then you're not an entrepreneur. And my third company, I screwed it because I spent all my money in one single shot, and I didn't study the whole market. So when I launched the idea, and I launched it in a hotel with big food and all the stuff, I buy the media, and I only have that day for my meeting 10 people in a room for 150. So that was really bad. Now, what am I doing? I'm not doing what you think that I'm going to say. I'm not going to say this. My business is about amazing people. How come? Because when you're an entrepreneur and you want to be different from others, you cannot just say, you know, I do 360 videos. No. My business is not to make 360 videos. This is part of my business. What I do is I amaze people. Why? Because when they see this, they will feel like they are sitting next to me. Hi. And they will see you guys. So, you need to understand, failure is good. When you need to fail? Now. Why you need to fail? To learn. You're gonna lose money? Yes. You're gonna lose friends? Yes. You're gonna lose girlfriend and boyfriend? I don't know, that's depending on you. But I want you to encourage you. Fail. Fail as soon as possible. You have an idea, and you say, you know what, it's missing this and this and that. Then you're becoming something that is called the paralysis of the analysis. You want to make everything perfect. You want to have the perfect time, the perfect people, and you know what? Don't worry about perfection because you will never get it. I didn't say that. That's Salvador Dalí who said it. So fail as soon as possible. What about partners? How to find a partner and how to screw big time with a partner? Because you want to have someone as a co-founder or something. You need to start talking to people, and you need to always screw it with the people. As everything is about, in my career, it's about how to screw it, how to stand up, what you can learn from it. And that's why in Antwerp, which is my city where I come from, we do the Fuck-Up Nights, which is celebrating the failure from different entrepreneurs. I've been seeing since June this year, every fourth Thursday, the story of 4 entrepreneurs, how they fuck it up big time. Even I met someone that his company was so bad that his brother suicide. Can you imagine that your brother suicide because he was working in your company? Oh, sorry, it's nothing related. But that your brother just suicide because your company just go all the way backwards. And what are you gonna do? Even though this guy, and I will tell the name when I remember, even though this guy, he stand up and he's making another company. He's working with he's a professional chef. And he was even performing on the newspaper that day. And those stories are the ones that you need to learn. I'm not going to stop repeating the same thing. Screw it. Learn. Start again. Make plans. But at the same time, once you make the plan, you need to be encouraging to change it. No change 360 or 180, but to adapt it. Adapt it for different situations. Okay? Never give up. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Oscar. As I said before, we are completely out of time. But of course, if you have any questions, we will. Pardon.
Hi,
But
my name is Berta, and your team is all from Italy, and I only have a simple question for you. You mentioned that we have to listen to people that actually they think about it, and in every video situation, and remember there was here in this survey, they actually just say like to listen ourselves, to listen like a kind of voice that give us motivation to follow our dreams and to be actually what we want to be in our life. Why do you say that to listen other people? Because from my experience that I have, from my background, even there are with the different professors, they always say to me, you can do it, you don't have the dare, you don't have the courage to do it, to follow your dreams. And there are many times that you feel yourself that actually you're not like able to do the kind of the things that you are afraid, like actually I have afraid to come in the platform or whatever. So what actually we need to listen to people, because we know the people, they have kind of the masks in the face, they just say to you, I'm proud of you, but actually they're not kind of proud, I mean it's like kind of this proud. What is the point of view that you say we need to listen to people, what it is about, the opinion on them? For what this point you mentioned, I mean, it's like a good one or a bad one, which one it is? I mean, it's kind of the aspect we need to listen to people to take their opinion about the business or what actually decision we wanted to have in our lives.
as I said, in my second company, I listen to many people and I screw it because of that reason. So the people that you need to listen, in the case, first one is your clients and your customers. These are the people that they are the ones that they will tell you what they want, and you will explain them what do you want them to want. But when I tell you what are the things that can go wrong, is for example, what is your business idea? For example.
Well, actually, I want to open a restaurant, me too, and so that is my business plan right now, my idea.
Okay. So, what can go wrong?
What can go wrong? For example, we actually don't have that one idea to what kind of restaurant we were going to open. So it's because you're full of the competition and the concurrence is everywhere in every part of Europe you can go. So sometimes, for example, say to you that point is like there are the children, because there are children always they want to go like, I want ice cream, I want this one, so you probably you have to find the age of the groups, but actually they want to, so you're right. You need to listen how the groups you actually want, but always there are surprises in every aspect. Always. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm Veronica and I'm from Slovenia. First of all, thank you for all the jokes from Game of Thrones to firefighters.
Don't worry, they're for free. They're for free.
So I have a question. Did you ever hit like the low point in your life where you felt like you want, you don't know the next step because you said you created 3 companies that failed? So my question is, how did you manage to find the motivation? Where did you find it? So.
That's a good question. Motivation is a personal thing. Every person has a different kind of situation that can motivate. For example, in my case, I decided that I want to be an entrepreneur after I finish my university. So I become a lawyer, and my uncle is in the Supreme Court in my country because I'm not here. And everybody was telling me, okay, Oscar, you just hit it big time. Your uncle is in the Supreme Court, you're just a lawyer, you're 21, you just have everything you want, you can work for the government, blah, blah, blah. And I said, you know what? I just decided I don't want to be a lawyer because I want to help no one person at a time, but a lot of people and encourage more. And seeing the faces of my colleagues telling me that I was crazy, that you are stupid because you have the path that you have chosen in this way is so glamorous, everybody wants to be you, and you don't want to follow it. And for me, the idea of being in a place that I can encourage more people, that once you give, you receive, that's what motivates me. Because I know that in this place, in this moment, for example, you don't have to listen to me. You don't know who am I. But for some reason, some of you are listening to me. And that motivates me to being better. And I want to be better because I want that everybody gets the path and the dream come true.
Thank you. I think that's wonderful what you're doing. So, thank you.
Okay, we have this last question.
Imagine that this is the day today you fucked up, and let's say you lost your biggest partner, and
Again?
again, and what do you do to motivate yourself that day when you got that?
Yeah. Have you seen, probably many of you have seen this before, I have listened for this before, but I'm going to repeat it. Have you seen a baby? How many times that silly and stupid thing just swell once again, and stand up once again, pull down, and I realized, and I come up with this idea, with this thought. By nature, when you're born, you're just born with the spirit to go ahead and get all the things you want. In some place in the middle of life, we forget it. So if you remember, when you were a baby, how you were able to stand up, learn, play, and it didn't care, it doesn't matter how many times you failed, because you didn't know that you had an objective in your life, but somehow, just the adventure of putting you up and falling down, you must be like, wow, that's a lot of amazing, let's do it again. They went and fall down. If you remember that, you were that baby. And you remember you were that baby, I was like, fuck, I can do it, whatever. Just give me the goose again and take the chair again.